Harley Benton fans who are into these single cut guitars. Harley Benton now has released EMG loaded versions of their single cutties. The 550 Plus video should already be out, and the Custom Plus. Now when we say custom with a single cut or Les Paul custom, you always think of the Gibson Custom. This is not it. This has really very little to do with that, other than that it's a single cut guitar. Because because the Gibson Customs, or the Epiphone Customs, they are actually thicker than this. They are not as streamlined as this. They don't have the volute, most certainly not. And they actually have very little to do with this. This is locking tuners. And that's the thing I want to warn you guys straight out. If you've seen this video, you're going to hear a lot of the information again. Sorry. You never know if someone comes to this video right away without having seen this. If you're looking to buy a cheap version of a Gibson or Epiphone, this ain't it. Nuh-uh. No, sir. Because in the beginning, Harley Benton started as, we clone things and we copy things, and like so many outfits out there, trying to offer you cheap China versions of classic guitars. They weren't the first, they won't be the last. But throughout the years, and having an amazing portfolio of so many different models, they came into their own and developed a little bit and talked with this company and this factory, changing factories, trying to find the right factory for the right instrument. And I have to say, these both do not feel like an Epiphone or a Gibson, or even a Maybach, which I have back there, these feel like they have come into their own. They also, when you really look at it, do not look like a Les Paul. They look like a Les Paul. What? If you know the look of a Les Paul, you're going to say, no, it doesn't. It is longer. This is quite a bit pointier. This is less pointy than this, but all of them pointier than a Les Paul. And it is thinner. It is thinner. It has a cut and a carve here. It has a carve here. Obviously, this custom has 3 knobs. Where did the knobs go? 3 knobs. I'm trying to look at the screen over there. 3 knobs. So, and you can all say, yeah, but I mean, in the end, it's, yeah, but it doesn't feel like one. This feels like one. And even though the differences are small, but it just, maybe it's because of the pointiness or the elongated upper roundness or whatever it is. I mean, it is a little bit longer. The contour is, the bevel is a little bit different. It just doesn't feel like a Les Paul, and that's good. Because what we now have is a Harley Benton SC custom, not a Les Paul copy, which I know many of you say that, yes, that's what it is, but touch it, feel it, play it. It doesn't feel like one. So if that's what you're looking for, get the hell away from these instruments, because that's not what you're getting. You're getting modern single cuts with a beautiful veneer, a beautiful bevel, EMG pickups, which by themselves are $179, which is almost, in this case, half the price of the guitar, which clocks in at $419, which is a little bit more than the Plus, and we're going to get to that. There's even going to be a video where we look at both and compare them. This has really cool locking tuners, and I love that. We are under $500 and we have locking tuners. We also have dog spit on here. I don't know how that got there. We have a volute. Look at that. There is a volute right there. Beautiful, huh? Which means headstock breakage is minimized. And then again, you can see the really cool locking tuners. Technically no name, but they feel very much like the ones on this Harmony guitar, and the Harmony clocks in at 1600. I can't really see the difference, and they also don't feel any different. They're probably from the same factory. We have full binding, and the stuff that usually plagues Harley Benton guitars, which is here or there's a little bit of glue residue, which, okay, well, I mean, the guitar's cheap, whatever. Or you can see a speck of dust or dirt under the paint. They didn't do a very good job there. None of this is evident in this or this guitar, because I found out that they're made in the Cord factory, and Cord makes Ibanez, and I think, do they make Chapman? They definitely make the SEs for Paul Reed Smith. So it is one of the A-list companies to get guitars made in Indonesia, and that's where these are made. And that explains, when you take it out of the box, cardboard box, no anything, that they do feel like the next level of Harley Benton. And I always liked the 550, I never had the custom, but I gotta tell you, it feels like this is now a step up. And not just how they feel, but also how they play and sound. Now, let's talk about that. The active pickups. Let's go through a couple of my cheat sheet facts here. As I said, €419. It's the Deluxe series. It's got an Okume body, whatever that means. A double A figured maple top. I wish they wrote veneer, because it is false advertising. It is not a figured maple top. It is a figured maple veneer. So it's not a photo finish. It is real maple, but it is tiny. It's very thin, she said. Set neck out of Nayeto, which is a mahogany-ish derivative. Jatoba fretboard. You know, let's get around the really expensive pieces of wood, but that's fine. If it sounds like this, it's really fine. White perloid trapeze inlays, ebony colored binding. It's got a modern C with stats. Go to the website and check it out. It's got 350 millimeter something, and it's got a thick 29 fish. I don't know. 42 millimeters here. I think that's got 43. Is that correct? Yeah. Well, that's where one difference is. 22 medium jumbo frets, and here we get to the pickups. It's the EMG Retroactive Hot 70 covered ceramic in the bridge, and the covered Alnico 5 in the neck, and they're both the Hot 70s. These are the 55s. 2-volume, 1-tone, 3-way switch, WSC Tunomatic, WSC Shuller style locking tuners, nickel hardware, or comes with 10s, trans brown flame gloss is the color. Leaves to say, let's see, 1, 2, definitely 3, but here, down here. So we got 1, very clear, 2, and down here you can see this is the 3rd piece. So a 3-piece body, scarf joint, but very well hidden on this Naieto. If you look at Naieto, it very much looks like the pores that mahogany has. So is Okume. I think they're probably relatives. They kind of live in the same hood. It's like, hey, if you've been to Mahogany's party, no, let's go over to... I'm trying... Leslie says funny is not my thing, and I'm starting to think she's got a point. Battery back here, because of course they're active pickups. So we got a battery compartment and a Sarg casket shaped. I don't know why that's casket shaped. Cavity cover. Active pickups. Don't be afraid. Active pickups doesn't mean you have to metal. Active pickups doesn't mean you're going to sound like Metallica with their EMG 85 and 87. I don't know what they play. I always stayed away from active pickups. But what it is the guitar gives out the signal that technically a buffer would do. If you have loads of pedals on your pedal board, you're going to lose signal quality because it's going through the pedals and the cable, and every cable has capacitance, I think that's the word. Whatever, they suck up sound. And at the end, you have long cable runs, and then you have much less high end in the signal. Unless you're changing the impedance of the signal you're pushing through, and that's what a buffer does. So the buffer comes first in your pedal board, maybe behind your fuzz, because some fuzzes don't like buffers. And then what comes out in the end is a better signal, because it just changes the quality of your signal. Something about ohms. I don't know, electrically things. Can't even say the word electric-y things. Electronic-y things. Now, active pickups do that, but already in the guitar. So if you have a normal passive guitar, the cable going to the pedal board into the buffer will already suck some of the tone. Here, it starts right here with the perfect high ohmy signal, and it never gets sucked anywhere, the poor signal. Yeah, that's the deal with active, and those are 55s and those are 70, and they're retroactive, so they're meant to kind of sound as much as possible like classic pickups. Trust me, they don't, but as much as possible without being that super crystalline, sterile kind of modern thing. And off we go. I'm going to put something in my ear so the loudness isn't going to worsen my Phoebe sound in the ear. We're going into the Revv Dynamis over there, which is an amazing clean with a little bit of reverb on it. And that's what we're going to start with. Of course, we're going to try other amps as well. Here are the 3 sounds that the guitar offers. Yeah, very clean sounds, but without being lifeless. You know, they have the life. Put in a little bit of overdrive here. Fender Deluxe Reverb. Moving on to the Revv 740, that's the green thing back there, on the crunch channel. And here, of course, is where the guitar comes home. The clarity is always freaking there. Let's go to the Achillies, which is a blues breaker style amp, like a JTM, and the activeness is not to its liking. Hear how it kind of fizzles and fuzzles out? So careful with that type of amp. Let's go heavier, because why not? We're gonna go into the Revv 100p. And we're gonna go low for that. different volume. Into the Engl Fireball 25 back there, clocking in at 829 in Europe. That clarity is brilliant. And it's always there. It's always just defined. Let's do a little bit of a lead tone here. Oh, damn it. Whoa, that was bad. Okay, I'm gonna have to play that song again. Gary Moore. Yeah. What can I say? I'm gonna say what I honestly think. Personally, if it's between these two, well, you're gonna have to watch my video on the comparison of these two. Make you click another video. I'm gonna say what I think. And if you think this is all because they're paying me to make a video, this is the kicker, they're paying me to make a video. They're not paying me to say anything. Companies have tried and they failed. I don't work with these companies anymore. They can, go away. So, they don't. I say what I want to say, and in this case, I want to say that, personally, these are the best Harley Benton guitars I've had. I really like the Amarocks, which are the metal things, the 7 and I have the baritone, the blue one's a great guitar, and they also have EMGs. But if I had to pick one guitar out of the Harley Benton line to buy, I always said buy the SC550. Mine is back there. And now I clearly have to say buy, well, one of these two. But both of them, to me, are a new level of Harley Benton. Of course, it's a little bit more expensive level of Harley Benton, but rightfully so. The pickups alone are $180. Locking tuner, playability, no flaws anywhere, no pokey out Freddies, no bridge nut that looks like it's been carved with a wooden cooking spoon. None of it. I think they are, right now, from what I've played in the Harley Benton line, the pinnacle of Harley Benton guitars. And I'm including the Fusions, I'm including the Amarocks, which are great, but if I had to have one Harley Benton, it would clearly be one of these two. Which ones? I guess you have to watch my video where I compare them. And thanks to Leslie for switching. If you want to buy these, links below, they benefit me as well. They're called affiliate links. I get a cut. And I didn't say that these are the best Harley Bentons because I get a cut, But if you don't believe me on that, why are you even here? It doesn't make sense. This whole influencers are being paid to say, no, they're not. I use so many things in my videos and love so many things in my videos that I can't make money with affiliate links with because neither Thomann nor Sweetwater carries it. If it was all about the money, why would I use and recommend them if I can't even link to Thomann and Sweetwater? Doesn't make any sense. But that's a topic for a different video. Bye-bye for now. And animals at the end.
I went astray, but I could have become someday. Father, have I lost my way?